Hey everyone, welcome to my data-driven life. I'm Daniel, and you are watching Investing 101. So as always, here is the link to the slide deck, mddl.link/investing101. You can also find the YouTube playlist at mddl.link/investing101-YT. You didn't see that, I fixed the link. So this is episode number 10 in the Investing 101 series where I talk about M1 Finance. I just wanted to give a really quick review. This won't be a long video, so let's just get into it. So here's the general outline for the video. First, I'm going to talk about what is M1 Finance, give you a brief overview of that. And then I'm going to talk about some of the best features and some of the things that I don't like about the app. And then I will end this all with a live demo. So what is M1 Finance? M1 Finance is a portfolio-based app. You create these pies that represent different aspects of your portfolio. A pie is basically a pie chart. You put in the assets that you want to track and you put in your target percentages. And whenever you dump money into your account, it will distribute that money across the stocks in that pie with the correct percentages. Rebalancing is also super easy. All you have to do is dump money into your portfolio. And if something is unbalanced or if you change the percentage, then dumping money in there will solve the problem and it will be distributed properly. There's also a pretty great UI for margin trading. I'm going to be talking about margin trading in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. The information contained in the margin trading portion on Robinhood is essentially the same as the information here, but I think it's presented in a much more user-friendly way. So, some of the best features of M1 Finance. First, you create your portfolio and then you can pretty much forget about it and just deposit money and trust that it goes wherever it needs to go. If you have to make some minor tweaks, you can do that, and if you wanted to take a more critical look at your portfolio, maybe on a yearly basis, then that's fine. You can also take one of your pies or maybe even someone else's pie and nest it within your own pie. Whenever I do the live demo, I'll demonstrate what I mean by this. And finally, just like the Robinhood app, there are 0 commissions on trades. Okay, some of the drawbacks. One of the biggest drawbacks for me is the inability to do an instant deposit and start investing instantly. Normally you have to make a deposit and then you're going to have to wait a couple business days for that deposit to get there from your bank. However, you can borrow on margin so that you can invest instantly and then just pay it back a couple days later when the transfer clears. Careful with a margin account. I'm going to talk about it in my next video, so if you're new to this, wait until the next video before you even touch margin, okay? Another drawback is if you happened to put a stock in a pie and later you decide that you want to move it to another pie, this process is a little complicated. If you search for the right keywords on YouTube, you'll find tutorials on how to do this. I'm going to link to that tutorial in the description if you are interested in that. This is an important consideration because if you don't jump through the hoops that are outlined in that video, then you will incur taxable events and you will end up paying some capital gains tax that you weren't expecting to. And finally, there's no crypto support. I know. So that's enough for the slide deck. It's time for the live demo that I'm sure all of you have been waiting for. So here's the main page whenever you open M1 Finance. If you're going to make an account, use my referral link in the description. That referral link is mddl.link/m1. If you use that link, the link that's on the screen, or the one that's at mddl.link/m1, which is always going to be up to date, I get $30 and you get $30. So let's spread the love and let's spread the money. I'm trying my best to give an objective and honest review of all these apps, and any support you can give me in the process is much appreciated. I put a lot of work into my integrity and my transparency, so I am trying my best not to lead you astray. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing that I say here should legally be counted as financial advice. I'm just trying to educate and inspire you guys. So as you can see, I've added a little bit of money. I created this account around February 9, and as soon as I added some funds and got it to a respectable level, the market started tanking, and you can see a few dips here, and then it goes up, it goes back down a little bit, and it keeps going up. It's currently a little bit under the all-time high, but generally whenever the market dips, I add a little bit more money, and that's honestly the strategy I recommend for you, especially if you have a high conviction in the stocks that you pick. So these are the slices in my pie. The pie is called MDDL Index V1, and this is going to be a public portfolio that you can copy or compose into your own portfolio. So as I was saying earlier, you can nest pies within other pies. And here, my main pie, the only main pie that I deposit money into, consists entirely of other pies. So here you can see I have a pie called ETFs. And if you click on that, you can see everything that I have within that pie. And I actually only have one index fund in the ETFs pie, and that is VOO, which tracks the S&P 500. And then I have some other pies. I've got ARK Invest. You can see the distribution here. And this distribution is actually exactly the same as the one earlier in this series where I went over my basic strategy for 2021. And as you can see here, because I trust the YouTuber Meet Kevin a lot with my financial decisions, I am investing 5% of my M1 Finance portfolio into just basically copying Meet Kevin's portfolio. So I added his public pie as a sub pie in my pie. So if you do the same and incorporate my pie into your portfolio, you're not only capturing my convictions regarding the stock market, but you're also capturing 5% of Meet Kevin's convictions. And I think this composability model is a very beautiful thing. And I would really love to see more of this in the future because I think this is an amazing idea. Depositing money is simple. I'm showing you on the desktop app, but it's very similar on the mobile app as well. You just click deposit, you type in the amount that you want to deposit, and then you choose your deposit source. Either you deposit money from your bank, which is what I'm going to do, or you can borrow on margin, which I wouldn't recommend doing until you watch the very next video after this one. So stay tuned, smash that like button, smash that subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will get that video to you soon, I promise you. But anyway, we're just gonna deposit 100 from my bank and hit continue. And I think this will clear sometimes Monday or Tuesday. At the time of recording, it is Saturday. And auto invest is on, meaning as soon as this transfer clears, that money is going to be used to buy stocks that are distributed across my portfolio. One thing to keep in mind is that if you want to maintain a minimum cash balance in your brokerage account, you can actually set that minimum right here. So I have it set to 50 because I'm actually borrowing a little bit on margin. My projected monthly bill is around $9.50. I'm not going to talk more about margin in this video because that's out of scope. But look at this great UI. Look at this nice little, whatever you call this thing. I love it. This is great. This is also readable. But yeah, anyway, that's basically it. I kind of like the graphs on Robinhood a little bit better than the graphs here. But yeah, that's basically it. I've cleaned up this page a little bit and you can see the short links to all the videos. So if you have a knack for remembering short links, then you can get to the video directly by using these links. I highly recommend that you watch the entire series because it's jam-packed with a lot of useful information. Episode number 11 is the last one, and I'm going to be doing it live so that I can answer your questions on stream. And don't forget to join my Discord. I have a lot of exciting things planned for my Discord, and I really want you to be a part of this so that we can all benefit from it together. So join my Discord and follow me on Twitter and check out my website and stay tuned for a newsletter, which is coming really soon, I promise.